G'day, this is Michael from O'Donnell's Aussie Homestead. Well, I just got back from Tromsø, Norway, and I was over there for a few reasons, but one of them was to meet this beautiful lady that just sang this song, and to see the Aurora Borealis and reindeer. Now, I can't have reindeer, so what am I going to have the next best thing? I'm having red deer, fallow deer, I'm about to get chital and sambar. So follow along with me and I'll show you all my animals. It's their favourite, no question. Hey? Right, I'll run through the order of them. That goat over there with the horns, oh, where is he? It now, because it's been weathered, you know, castrated. That's Noodles. This here fatty, as I call a fatty, is a Dorper. All right, running through some of the animals. This is Betty. Say hello, Betty. All right. The big one with the big velvet antlers there, that's Rudolph. He's a red deer. 3 years old to round about today. Okay, that one there with the like cat's eyes, that red there, her name is Blitzen. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to mark them up so I can tell, but because they're going to get older, I won't be able to tell the difference. That there is Comet. She's 2 years old today, or thereabouts. Within about 3 or 4 days, I can't be bothered looking it up. She was hand raised, but she's raised with the reds, and they don't come as clingy to me, so I'm afraid. Red, Comet. This one here is Donna. She's another red. She's 2 years old as well. They're all raised together, these three here. Donna's got more black, brown, whatever, eyes, solid. Whereas Blitzen has a little stripe to them, like a cat's eyes or a goat eyes. Okay. This is Cupid, much more friendly towards me. She was raised by me very heavily. Behind her is my oldest, 3 years old, and that's Dasher. He's getting a nice little rack on him at the moment. And a bit lopsided in the way of amount of on one side to one other side. He looks like he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other side's got one more. No, it's 3 or 4. 3 on this side, 4 on that side. I'll have to look when I get closer. See that? Doing it again. Very frustrating, very frustrating. But there's only so much they can reach. But it's very hard on my plants. That's showing you all my little buds here. Alright. I'll take you and visit my other animals while I'm here, I suppose. Over in the far paddock here is, as you can see, my donkeys. When I got them, they told me they were minis. Yeah. The people bred minis. I had bad luck. They threw back rather. They must be a bit of a throwback. Just when they got older, they got bigger and bigger and bigger. But this sweetheart over here, I'm not a very original. Doncat and Donkey. Yeah, he's gorgeous. He's very easy going. I can lift his feet and everything. She's always been a bit shy, Doncat, and she's got her little baby Rocket. Yeah, he's getting amorous again. I got some locals who named them different names. They've got a better name for them, but my donkeys come to those names, so I didn't want to change it. But she called them Cookies and Cream. How wonderful is that? You can guess which is which. Cookies and Cream. Cookies is a nice name for a little well, hang on. What are you doing? Come on, see what I'm doing? You're not going to dance for me? Anyhow. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah. She's a nice little girl, and she's named Cookies, and I run Cream. Now, up on the hill, I have 3 others at the moment. One little baby and mini horses. I'll take you up to see them too in a minute. I've got a bunch of chooks now. I used to have a lot more animals, but Fox has got them because one of my sons moved the dogs into another yard, and because they were too far away from my hens, the fox got in and killed them. Now look, they've got 6-foot high fences. No, what we're talking about. These fences are in here. The lowest part of the fence is in the internal one, and that's about 2 meters. Everywhere else, the rest of them are 22 and 2400. Now, he got in there because up in the corral area, there was wire up a reasonable amount, but not a great deal. The timber went right up high, but they can slip. A fox can slip through rails, so it was able to climb about 1 meter or so and climb through the rails. Now it's up 2400, but foxes run up the wire. They're not stupid. They're smart as hell. Smart like a fox. Oh, it's starting to sprinkle. Anywho, they're settling. They don't care about each other. Everybody's happy. Somehow, my chooks have been getting into this yard, which means they must be flying. I might have to do a bit of clipping. Anyway, I'm just going to keep moving on. Now, there's a few animals. See here, I'm going to have to put a mesh around that because clearly it's been damaged before by my animals. And look at these shoots coming up. Yeah. Dear, oh dear. See that? See, if you look closely on that, it's been rubbed. It's exhausting sometimes, running around trying to stop these animals from doing this damage. Today, I'm going to do a little bit of moving the animals around. I've just got back from a bit of a jaunt, and I've got to get things happening. Now, Betty is in my stockyard. I call it the stockyard because the stock guys, I pull the animals when I want to sort them out. And she's doing a little dance for me this morning. I'm just going to put it in here. This is one of my gates into my property. And I just closed it off, and I'll close this bit here, and I'll move her into here. Just move them around so that I'll get them where I want them to go. So this is just for now. I'm going to put her in this little yard here. Then I'm going to, because my deer, the males, are only, they're getting their antlers at the moment, and they're only going into velvet. I'm going to put her back in here. She's got a good friend in here in Dasher over there. I don't know if you can see him. Where's Dasher? There you are, Dasher. And if I put her in there with him, he's only in, and like I said, in velvet, and he can't hurt her. They're good friends, but you know, friends can be bullies sometimes, and yeah, and she got hurt, or he got hurt on his hip. So I'm not going to risk that ever again. But at the moment, it's fine. He can't really hurt her if he did try anything. And she can have a little bit of company. He can have a little bit of company. I've got to keep saying that. I'm getting myself confused. Anyway, I'll move her over now. All right, Betty. Come on, Betty. In you come. Good. Good. That was, see how easy it is when you put a pen next to each other and you let them into a new area. Just moving around. Animals just want to get a change, so they go quickly in there. That's what I love about it. Very rare they hang out. The only trick is when you're going through a middle paddock, I'm going to be... Will you stop it? When I move them through a second paddock that's got no... haven't been in for a while, like for instance, I'm going to move the animals from the top of the hill, horses, into the little yards here, and when I do come through another paddock, they think, oh, this is good, but I want them to go further, so it's a little bit trickier. All right. So what I'm going to do next is that this paddock where the ostrich has been, I'm going to move the donkeys into here for a little bit, and part of the moving. And then I'm going to see how they haven't been able to keep up with the grass. Great. So I'm going to move them into here, and they have been able to keep ahead of, not ahead, yeah, I'm borderline with the grass. They've eaten it down because there's more of them. Look at that silly goat in there. I don't know if you can see it through the wire, trying to reach up. But yeah, I'm going to move them into here, and just a bit of rotation. Oh, just sometimes these goat. Let's go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't get. Come on. Come on, Rocket. So that's sorted. Now I'm going to move the others into here. But before I do, I want to check and make sure. I'm going to... No. Hey, boys and girls. To make sure that there's no problem, I'm going to walk around and check out the paddock before I go letting them in here, just to make sure everything's fine. Because different animals have different characteristics of breaking into things. And I'll make sure that they can't get in. All right. Look at that. Fertiliser. Gotta love it. Now I open the gate in where I want them to go, and that way they don't get confused. Look at that. Straight away. Hello, Donna. Let's, and this, just so you know, these are my favourite girls, the three of them here. Hey, Blitzen, Cupid, Donna. You gotta give me a cuddle? You gotta give me a cuddle, girl? You gotta give me a cuddle, or you're all too focused? Yeah, look, they're too focused. Oh, come here, big boy. Here comes Rudolph. He's getting his antlers, and he's still in velvet, like I was saying. He's a little bit more nervous than... Just the boys tend to be that because I'm a hand-reared. Wow, they're getting beautiful. At this point in time, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 8. 8 points. Whoa. Man, you're looking good. See the marks on the side of him? That's more like his little mate, Dasher. Dasher can be... Hello. This is Cupid. Comet, sorry. And I think she's about to fertilise my paddocks. Look at that, straight away looking in that paddock. Now, there's one more to come, I can work out. Where is he? Where is he gone? Dasher! Dasher! Better go and hunt him out, be quicker. Yeah, it's starting to fall down, my There was a goat thing. It's rotted away now. I'll have to pull it apart. Can't have that. In this paddock, they've just been out of. This is what the paddock I've just pushed the deer out of. Yeah, they've destroyed it. They got in the big one. That's Rudolph. Sorry. Yeah, he's quite able to jump over this fence now, even though it's tight. And he just destroys things. Now, I've put wire around a lot of them, but some of them I haven't. And I can tell which ones he hasn't because he's destroyed them. I've got a bit of repairing to do here, I'm afraid. Very disappointing. All right. You're all in here now. You're all happy? Yeah. Look at these. Look at the antlers on Dasher over there. Dasher has quite a few coming on. Different type of rack to fallow from a red. Right, closing the gate. All right, Betty, move over. I just put her through the little gate. That was where I had her. I'm just opening the gate up and she just walked through. Now I've got to get her over here and open up that gate. I'm going to put it with the gang. She's just walking around at the moment, as you can see. Oh no, look what's happened here. It's got in here. What is that? A lychee. It's destroyed it. Lovely. Been trying to get that going for 2 years. It's a constant battle with these animals. Yeah, constant battle. Betty. All right, go through. Come on, Betty. Good girl. Oh, good boy. Now, we're going to just watch for a few minutes. Make sure that everything's good. They used to hang together. That was a year ago. Betty's same age as Dasher. Dasher's the red fallow. He's the oldest in the group. He's 3 years old. And she was about the same time born. And which is about now, actually. That's their birth date. 3 years. They're all, see how it is. Look at the goat. That's the irritation of the goat. He can't help himself. He's got all this paddock and he has to try and get the food he can't get to. How frustrating is that? Anyway, 3 years old. Dasher's the fallow male. He is 3 years old. And everyone else is 3 years old, bar Cupid. She's a little fallow deer. She is turning 1 year old. She won't be able to do anything well. I thought these were going to have young, but they're pretty well reached their point now and then haven't. So it looks like it's next year. I wasn't sure. I didn't bother asking anyone about it. I thought they might be okay, but a bit young. Look at that. Look at that. See how they lean on the box? That's why old ones break down. It's a constant problem. I'm going to give him a boot in the bum for being a naughty one, but it won't make a difference. Get out of there. Come on. Wait, move. Won't make no difference. Now he's back to eating again. Now, that's a dorper. This is just a normal goaty woaty, and straight, what do they prefer to eat? All the roughage. These tend to do the same. But at this point in time, they're just eating the grass, the longer stuff, which is where the donkeys have mainly been peeing. Just walking and browsing at the moment, nibbling. paying no attention to Betty. She's having a bit of a dust bath. She's happy. So as I'm walking up the paddocks, I'm just looking, and this is I'm a hill paddock, paddock 1, just so you get an idea. That's my stockyards there, and that's where I had the ostrich the other day for a short period. And this is paddock 1. The horses are in paddock 2, 3 over there, and 4. Yeah, it's pretty easy to work out. And this is where my road used to come through here, and you can see it's a bit still sparse, but it's getting coverage on this one. Second one's right where it goes down the road, went down there, it's not as good. I'm going to try and sprinkle a bit of soil over it all the time. Not if I don't want to cover all the grass, just want to sprinkle amongst it. So I'll do that, and where it's a bit light, but yeah, it's going to be a lot harder to get grass to grow here because it's all compacted from the road, and I've tore it up with the excavator a bit, but yeah, you know, to fighting it. Now these are maple trees down all along here. That one at the end is a cork oak, and these are all maples here, red maples, Canadian maple, what you want to call it. They're going pretty good. They're fairly old. They've been these two here. That one was practically nubbed down to the ground by my donkeys. They broke in a while ago. So they've come back pretty good. Here was stripped down, but again, it's come back pretty good because the root systems are still stocky, and it wasn't a goat that ate them; it was a donkey, and don't seem to poison them as bad. You can see the grass is pretty high here. This paddock's been left fallow for at least 2 months, I suppose. I've been away for over 3 weeks and that, so yeah, about 2 months. Yeah, and I'm just going to show you the next paddock. I'm going to show you the next paddock. What I'm going to do here, I'm just going to show you. This is paddock 2, and I'm just going to open this up and let the horses through. Yeah. The one with the dreadlocks. I got a lady like to come in and do forgiving dreadlocks. That's Razel, his long name is, his Archangel. There's a little baby running with it. Well, this has been very good. It's good. Well, I was really worried about running them together with the baby, the mother. People said, no, don't do it. But the mothers keep an eye on the boys. Normally the boys push the girls around a bit, but not when they've got babies. And they've calmed right down. He actually protected me. Well, he was put himself between me and the little baby in the beginning, so I was quite impressed. He's a good father. Donkey was a little different. She had to really beat him up, the female, to stop him from trying to attack. But he leaves it alone now because he knows Mummy will beat the crap out of him. And yeah. So what I'm going to do now is just shut the gate here. Let them eat this bit out. I like to get them to eat the grass in the driveways. So you know, Razel, the little one's called Raphael, not an Archangel, and Mummy's called Roxy. I tried to get another one the other day, a chestnut. I was away, like I was saying, and I tried to get, I spoke to them and they finally got onto them. They said, nah, not happening, it's sold. It was a little chestnut pinto. Oh, beautiful. But anyway, didn't have the luck. So you see, viewers, there's pretty well all my animals. bar some chooks. Oh, I didn't introduce you to my maramas. I'll duck over and show you them now. But the other animals, I used to have a lot more, but I just decided to go more in for deer, and that means fences had to be changed. And I got a little tired of the goats. They only kept those two because they're family ones, family pets. The rest I've moved on because it's just, they're a pain. It's bad enough deer with their eating my trees, but goats are relentless. And they're like they say, if you can pour water through the fence, a goat can get through it. It's crazy. They're a crazy animal. But they are fun, but I don't need the stress of them. Bad enough with the goats, like I said, or with the deer, I said. But because they keep eating my fruit trees. Just looking over at the paddock, just making sure everything's okay. But at the end of the day, I've got some chooks still. I'm not going to go into a lot of other animals. I've got a lot of wild ducks. I'm thinking about getting back into khaki Campbells. I do love them. They're very pretty. But if I do that, I've got to get some geese, and they help with the guarding, and they still got killed by the foxes. So, so it's a lot easier to have 6 chooks and don't worry about it. Because the problem is too. Oh, and I've got my rabbits too. I forgot about that. Tons and tons of rabbits, but they're my workhorse on the farm. See, on the farm, I like to fertilise the paddocks. Now, I've got about 50 breeders, and they put out a lot of fertiliser, and I get these pelletised things. I'll show you. And at the end of the day, every month, I get a little trailer. I don't know if you've seen them before. They're about 1 metre by 1 metre and about 500 deep. And that's about 3 foot by 3 foot and about 2 feet deep. And they will fill about 3-4 of those in a month. And I can put that much will do one paddock. So every month I'm putting them in the paddocks or around the trees, and they're just filling them up. There's fertiliser all over the place. It's wonderful. You just can't beat it. It's great fertiliser. This one here was my sacrifice paddock, and it's still got a planted seed, and it's been hard coming back, but I also filled it up with soil, and it's made it a bit hard to get going, but it's getting there. This one's come on really well. It had less soil put in it. I'm just trying to get the flow better. They were pig yards, and I filled them a bit, but I try to get the flow better so it doesn't hold water, making big, so the animals bog it up. In here, protect my trees from the animals. Deer will jump over that fence, believe me, but I don't put them in here. I just put the donkeys and stuff like that. They're coming on well. Yeah, we left it too long, and the birds ate all the bananas off the tree. This pecan's coming along very nicely. I think this one over here is a sawtooth oak, which is a Chinese tree. Yeah, there it is, going along rather nicely. And I'm going to have to put mesh around them, otherwise when the animals get in there, they might eat them. Whoops, my fingers. Anyway, we'll head up over now, and I'll show you the rabbits and my doggies, and that'll be about it. I haven't put them away. I should have. When I empty out my rabbitry, I bring these trays out, and you can look closer. There's snake wire on it, galvanised snake wire, not stainless. Too expensive. And I put them out and wash them down. That way they're less chance of rusting out. If you have manure on them for long, they rust right out. So I put them all out here, then I hose them off, and then I dry them out, and I stack them over on the side here. And yeah, some get big rust holes in them, and I just got to replace them, But they're basically red what do you call it? Crates. And then I put wire on the bottom, like I said. And I'll put animals in this run. This here, I've got a big gate I can put in. I can put anything in here. They'll eat it out. These plants here, I forget what they're called now. They mosquitoes don't like them to help protect the rabbits. Oh, rabbit's chucking a mental in there. Must be excited for me to feed him. This is where I keep my rabbits. I'll bring you inside. Alright. Up this end of my paddock. There. See all the manure trays? They're all there underneath. Yep. I'd like to know. Oh, that's right, yeah. My son sold a few rabbits while I was away. But here they are here. It's hard to see in these cages. They shed a lot of fur this time of year, and they're dropping tons of fur out. So rabbits love to eat the plastic containers. I use plastic trays, and they're what do you call it? The plastic is okay for human consumption, like the things you put in at human consumption. So they're not bad for the animal if they chew on them like they've done. They love to do that. And you see all the fur along the bottom? Well, yeah, that's them. And up this end is mainly New Zealand's species of rabbit, or variety. And these are red New Zealand here. These are our silver foxes in Australia. But yeah, all the way down here, different species. Silver foxes, chinchillas. They are big. They're like, people say, oh, I've got chinchillas. And I said, no, that's not a chinchilla. That's a mini lop. And it happens to be a chinchilla colour. This is chinchilla rabbit. Very hard to find in Australia now. Most of my rabbits are hard to get, except my, I got Californians. They're pretty common. And so is my Flemish in New Zealand. But I've also got another species here. They're called harlequins, the magpie harlequins. Like there's one there. Very pretty. I had really good bloodlines before, but every time you hit by Khaleesi, it makes it harder. Or myxomatosis, it's harder to find them because they keep getting killed off by the government diseases they release. Pretty frustrating. They don't see the diseases hit cages like this easier than they can in the wild because these are all confined. Yeah. Anywho, moving on. Just thought I'd show you these ones, these animals. Hey, big fella. They're a big rabbit. Yeah. I used to have a lot more breeds. I had smoked pearls and a few others, but I only got so many cages, and you get tired of, because it really makes it hard for me when I want to travel. Because when I want to travel, rabbits are a problem because when they've got babies, I got to feed them every day. I feed them every other day, but I got feeders that can go for 3 days, but not when you've got babies. They'll eat it out in one day, no matter how much you give them. They eat. And up here is all my nesting boxes. Anyway, I went to the States and got all these. Oh, that was a job and a half because they're not easy to transport. The reason I go to the States and get them is that to buy them here at about $45 plus to get them here. That $45 plus delivery, and it's very expensive. I can go to the States and buy them for about $13, $14, and I'll bring them back myself. I've got to easily buy a suitcase and half fill it up, and yeah. Yeah, crazy. I've got about a few to go. As you can see, them plastic ones, they're not as good. They're still a good way to do it because it's cheap, costs virtually nothing. But yeah, and the time you go, I've got to wash these cages out. By the way, I'm digressing here. Been away, like I said, and so I like to hose everything out, and any manure builds up in the wire, I like to remove it and that type of thing, and I've got to do that next. But it's going to take me about 2 days to come through and clean all this out, and a lot of sweat, and summer now. But I've got other things I've got to do before I do that, in the way of what's been wrecked by my animals. Right, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and these will only, with a male here, that'll last a week, but with a bunch of babies, 1 day. But see, these here, they're quick. I've got about 5 more to go, and I've fixed all my cages. So I'm getting excited. And in here I put my hay. Oh, it's empty. My son hasn't filled it up, so I can go from. They love to have a bit of hay. Keeps them from binding up. Keeps them regular. That's the word. All right, moving on. Another thing I've got, I forgot I had, was quail. It's amazing how much eggs you get out of quail. Oh, I've got about 16 of them here, and you've got to constantly feed them though. They're like little garbage disposals. They just take heaps of food. But they lay some eggs. They lay them everywhere. And you've got 16 quails. You have more eggs than you can poke a stick at. They just keep pumping them out. They're the best. They're better than a chook. Honestly, their eggs are beautiful. They even taste good as an animal. I've eaten them once to see what it was like. They, like I said, there's all different colours. Mine are pretty ordinary colours. I used to have really lots of them. When I was really into them, I had heaps and heaps of them. These 2 cages were full. I don't worry about it now so much. 16 quails, I can get more food. Like my wife and Jessica and their sister, and they just eat heaps of them all the time, and they can't keep up. I just give them away. So I've got too many. You only need about 5, and you can feed a family. That's 5 eggs a day. Takes about 5 eggs to do a piece of toast. An omelette takes about 11 eggs. So, but they eat a lot of food, but you get a good reward from them. Yeah. I'll show you some other things too while I'm here. Everything at the moment, the grass is growing well. I don't tend to cut it. I might do a little bit of mowing. Here's my wife's Hoya and succulent yard. Inside there I have have a little shrimp breeding for my fish in my pond. Look how long it's got in there. Look at the fig trees going mental. It's summer. It's crazy. That's her Hoyas and everything. And over here, my son didn't look after my fruit trees while I was away, and I don't think much of a chance of that one surviving. So a few other here to plant when I get the chance. I suppose I've done it this morning, but just so much to do because I just got back. Hey, calm down. Where's this is Xena. She's now dissexed. This is Ghost. Hey, Ghost. Now Marama, guardian dogs, sheep dogs from Italy actually, and they're very, very beautiful dogs. Except they're barkers. They don't bite. They're barkers, and that's how they scare the animals away. But the hassle is, neighbours don't appreciate it. I don't blame them. I just tune off. Oh, I forgot the other thing I've got in here. Guinea fowl. I only have 5 left. I had a lot of females, but females go over in the bush and lay their eggs, and that's where the foxes are. They're too silly to lay them in here where it's safe. And yeah, I've got about 5 males. Poor things. But I like them. People say they're noisy. Yeah, I don't worry about it. Yeah. These are my favourite 2 doggies. They're very friendly, honestly. They're a beautiful dog. You've got the room, perfect. Here's a couple of my girls. Yep. Old guinea fowl, they're going out there. Anyway, I've got to feed my dogs. These just to hold a lot of chooks and geese and turkeys, but yeah, it's a bit knocked around. I don't focus on it, but hey, it doesn't bother them. They're they're chooks. They're happy to have a nice dry area. Gets pretty cool in here. I can open up the windows. It's an old Oh, fuck, what's on my neck? Sorry about that. Oh, something on my neck there. I think it was a freaking bee. Yeah, oh, that was, what was it? Anyway, it felt soft. Oh, that was stinging. Alright. Because I feed my dogs in, I don't like having their food out in the open, I put it in here, and the chooks eat their dog food. Now, it's not a big problem, but the dogs don't like it, and he rushes them and scares them out. And, oh, Gina, I can't get a good shot of you because she keeps on getting under my feet. She loves being next to me. I don't give them enough attention. And, yeah. The good thing about having chooks in here with your fruit trees, they creep down the weeds. Now, I've only just put them back in because it's been a while because of they were killed by all the foxes. So I left it alone for a while, and because of the bird flu, no one was buying any birds. I was worried about it, the government putting them down. Anyway, it didn't eventuate, so everybody's back into chooks, doing chooks again. Just in case you don't know, in case I've forgotten, chooks are chickens. Okay? Alright. Anyway, they're all going well. Yep, everything's going good. That is the end of my animals. I keep forgetting I had out certain animals. How'd you like our little meander through the property? And yeah, you got a lot of willy wagtails coming back since all the grass is getting long, which is great. Because before it was, grass is never very long, and now I've been working on it and getting it fertilised more and everything. And a lot of wild birds are coming back. Now I get a lot of parrots. That's just a given with this bush here. I get the big black cockatoos and the white cockatoos, and I get what else do I get? A lot of other things. You can hear those cicadas going for it. And yeah, that's a locust tree there. Alright, Zena, so get up from under my feet. Oh, look at this. She's just all the time right up against me. She just cannot. Oh, I can't even walk with her. Since I got her to sex, she put a ton of weight on. She's fantastic. Her coat's got long, which is interesting. She always had a short coat where he had a real long coat. They're a beautiful looking dog. The only thing is, he's got dreadlocks because I don't comb it or wash him or anything. He's a work dog. And when I had to get him shaven because he got tick bites and paralysed him when he was young, and they shaved him. Oh, looked like a greyhound. Oh, it looked terrible. Look, see, chooks are into his food. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, there she is. Hey Zena. Hey. She finally moved away from me. Alright. I'll catch you later. I hope you liked our little jaunt through the property. And I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, hang on, flip it over and have a look. Don't forget to give it a big, oh, cheers, can't have that. Don't forget to give it the big thumbs up. Please subscribe and ring that notification bell, because without you, there's no me, and I like being here.